goes like this. Oh, hey, would you stay with me till the sun goes down? Being with you is so easy. Hey, if you want, honey, you can stick around. I don't know what it is about you, but you look so fine, riding shotgun in my car. Top down when driving on the highway. The wind in our hair makes us look like movie stars. And you make me sing, yeah. Ooh, you make me sing, yeah. Oh, you make me sing, yeah. Ooh, you make me sing, yeah. I just wanna be close to your body, close to your body, close to your body. Oh, I just wanna be close to your body. Give me some sugar, honey, close to your body. Oh, I just wanna be. What you say, wanna stay in a hotel, champagne and room service all night. Girl, I know this ain't no plaza, but I think we'll be alright. Ooh, come on. Isn't this really what life is all about? Doing what you can to have a good time. But baby, when I'm with you, I have the time of my life. Sing, yeah. Come on. Oh, you make me sing, yeah. Oh, you make me sing, yeah. I just wanna be close to your body, close to your body, close to your body. Oh, I just wanna be close to your body. Give me some sugar, honey, close to your body. Oh, I just wanna be.
I've got to apologise. I'm not to you, by the way. I've got to apologise to Emma because
it's horrendous.
Now, my backside is
volatile, like Mount Vesuvius.
In my defence, who feeds me?
You feed yourself. I don't sit there with a spoon.
Who puts...
Listen, your backside was like that before you even met me. Your mother's told me it was. So don't even try and blame me. Hi, everyone.
Good evening. It's Thursday. Man, yes, we missed last week for a very, very good reason. We couldn't be asked.
No, we had a bit of a hell of a week last week, didn't we? We're
Do you know what?
From here to there to here to there.
I'm going to say this. When we were in Ireland, life was so much easier. And it genuinely was. And I've been sitting here for a few days now thinking, when we lived in the house, things were not this busy. But yet we done the same things. But and more because we went to work. But why is it so? Why are things so busy?
I don't know. Maybe it's because we're constantly on the move.
So today has been a bit of a weird one. Like, really weird one. Have you ever witnessed 3 grown adults masturbate a dog? And I know you're all sitting there now thinking, what the hell is he talking about? So, Pickle is chemically castrated, and it's like the injection. It's like the one the women get, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's basically like the pill, but like a slow release. So you can either get it for 6 months or you can get it for 12 months. So we got it for 6 months to see how he was with his hormones and all of
Because
that.
they can go a bit bonkers, but they can go a bit. They can go good or they can go bad. It depends on the dog.
Or it might not affect them at all.
No, he's calmed down a little, but we're now in the month where it was time to get the injection back again. So this time we opted for the 12-month one. But we thought, the vets call it, what did he call it?
Working.
Working. So basically, well, the first time we were in there, and he said, "Oh, one of the girls will take him in the back, and they will work him." I thought nothing of it. So basically, what happens is you take your dog, you go into a private room, you put your dog up on the table, and
Yeah, they don't need all the information, but
they work the dog, so things happen underneath, and Pickle just did not want to be worked today. We had 2 of the young girls that worked there, and then we had the owner, which kind of looks like a fisherman.
yeah, it's been a bit of a. Put it this way, we both came out and needed showers because we
Emma's
felt
never
violated.
seen this before. Oh, I took him in the last time. Emma's never seen this before, and the look on her face when the funny thing was, because he kind of wasn't up for it. You know what I mean? There might have been too much of a crowd. He just wasn't feeling it. The idea was, if you got any girl dogs, you go and get one of the girl dogs. So Emma goes and gets Dolly, brings her in, and there's a mad scientific way they do this. So they put Pickle on the table, and they basically waved Dolly's bum at him, and he wasn't interested. Wounded today.
It's a day of my life I'm never gonna get back, and he was distressed because he didn't want to. He genuinely didn't want to, and poor little Dolly's getting waggled around like a piece of meat. And then it was like, right, I need you to put him on top of it, and I'm like, no, I can't do this.
But
These are my babies.
Can I just say what the most disturbing part was? Emma come out with a comment. This isn't the weirdest thing she's done.
I was being sarcastic. I said, if this isn't the weirdest day of my life. Saying that, I live with you, so yeah, every day's weird.
So yeah, it's been a bit of a strange day. And then,
yeah, Captain Quinn, that's exactly what they did. Yeah, Captain Quinn's Matt. So they forced Dolly to give Pickle a lap dance. Yeah, that is basically what happened. I've never.
Yeah.
Poor Dolly is just getting waggled about, and
Dolly's standing there like, what am I doing? I feel like a groomer.
It was not.
It was weird.
It was not what I expected our day to be today.
And the mad thing was, we paid for it.
No, actually, they gave us the money.
I know, they gave us the money. But yeah, it's an experience anyway.
All because we're quite. We just wanted to make sure, because there was like a gap in between from coming back from Ireland and getting Pickle booked in. It's like a little gap where the tablet might not still have been in effect. So we wanted to know whether he was.
The vets think we're just paranoid.
Yeah, but they understood why we were, because we've got 2 girls who've just been in season. So the last thing we need is any more puppies. So conscientious dog owners here want to make sure all our kids are okay. The girls are going to go in and get spayed when they can, aren't they?
Yeah,
That's the next thing.
they are.
So
They're going to when the time comes. Pickle's also going to get in and get the knackers removed. Well, he can't do it until he's at the right age. You can't just send him in and get him snipped off.
and same with female dogs as well. Some people say first season, but realistically, 2 years, so that they've had a minimum of 2 years for me.
Cool.
So that because they're still growing, they're still puppies up until that time. So you're going to be first in, aren't you, Lady Chops?
Yeah. Because as we know from previous videos, Poppy is a dream when it comes to surgery, aren't you? So they're going to open you up again. They're going to take your ladyhood from you. Can't have no more kids. And yeah, you'll be fine. You might put a bit of weight on. You'll probably get grumpy. You won't have any periods. Life will be brilliant.
Shall I go in with you? Hey.
I think I'll go in with you as well.
Yeah, your periods will never start.
So then we took the van to Scallon's Autos. Because obviously we've been in Ireland. If you've been in Ireland, you'll probably know that some of the roads in Ireland
dirt paths.
They've not. I mean, calling them roads is a massive upgrade to what they are. Still the best place we've ever been to, but the roads are hella bumpy. I mean, pothole city. So I was convinced. I was like, I had a list of when we got home. It was like, right, both front lower ball joints will need doing. Both front wheel bearings will be doing. Probably have to do the back ones as well. Track rod ends will probably need doing. I had this list and it was like, that's what I expected to be done. Couldn't have been any further from the truth, could we?
No.
She needs one little job on it. We've got one little knock, and that's going to get sorted out next week. So kind of made up with that. Absolutely made up.
Yes. Andrew McDonald, just so yeah, it's not all dog breeds, but a lot of dog breeds you're not supposed to get them done until at least 2.
Hi, John.
And when we took Pickle in, we were advised against getting full castration because of his age and because of his breed until after he's 2. So I trust our vets implicitly. They've saved Poppy's life. They literally put the dogs first. So I've done a lot of research on our breeds as well.
There's Sean.
Hello.
Sean.
There is Mr. Scallon himself.
I tell you what, I can't wait to see him in bib and braces.
Oh, yeah, right. Bib and braces.
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, Sean. In fact, if you haven't got any, I've got a very flowery pair in the lockup.
I don't think they're going to fit Sean.
I think they will. They're like flary on the bottom.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I want denim ones, to be fair.
Yeah, they do look denim.
Yeah. So, yeah, so we've been in there, and I was expecting a lot worse than what we got in. Did have something else to say as well, and I can't remember what the hell I was going to say. Oh, the picture on the thumbnail for this video. You'll see it in one of the upcoming videos. But when we took our air filter out, because I've changed all the filters today, apart from the oil filter, took the air filter out. Said to Emma, I said, we should go into making honey. Because there was that many wasps and stuff in there, wasn't it? But obviously, we've got the snorkel. So the things are going to fly into the snorkel, go straight down in to the top of the airbox and go through. So that's why. The snorkel is a bigger hole to suck air in it than the little hole that what?
No. Oh yeah.
I'm going to finish there. You know what I mean? So there you go. But it's we're kind of coming back down to earth now, aren't we? It really has been a struggle getting back to normal, being back from Ireland as well.
Yeah. But we haven't stopped since we've got back.
No, we genuinely haven't stopped. Like absolutely, it's just been non-stop. Pop, what are you doing?
She's just getting comfy.
So There you go. What's going on in the chat? Who we got? We got Mr. Quinn in. Semi-nomads will be coming to see you very soon. When are we coming? Monday. We're going to be going to see that young man. If you don't know who semi-nomads are, the fly screens. I've given it away now. If that was your alias, mate, sorry, I've just given it up to the world. I'm told everyone that semi-nomads.
Oh, there's a picture of him there.
Is Webnet. I mean, there is, but I mean, it's kind of a catfit picture. You know what I mean? Does he look that good in life?
Stop that.
It's the hat, I think.
Leave him alone.
I haven't seen Ross in a hat before.
What?
I've never seen Ross in a hat.
Oh, shut up.
Ross is going fishing tomorrow, isn't he?
Yes.
Is it tomorrow Friday? Good luck fishing.
So Wandering Wheelie in, Campfire Codgers.
Yeah, the wheelies are in.
Is in. Did Scallons say, "Oh no, thought we'd seen the last of Neil"? Yes, I think he did.
That's a lie. Sean was, as usual, very cheery. He did say, though, that the next door neighbours have been very quiet since we left. Apart from the door. Oh, hello. Trouble's in. Evening, Nige and Marie. How you both doing? Oh, Ross is fishing now. Have you caught anything? Is the cod out? I know where you're fishing, and I'm not going to tell people where you are. But I know where you are. So
Darren will be in soon. He's fell asleep in the bath. That's brilliant.
Wow. Can we get a video of that, please?
No,
I don't believe you.
No.
Also, I've got a question to ask everybody. Again, it will be in an upcoming video. Do you know when you're cooking things? And I had to double take this today. I had to look twice because I thought, no. And then I was going to do an Instagram reel on it. And I thought, no, leave it for a video because quite interested to see how this turns out. When you're making pasta, a pasta dish, has anyone reached in the fridge for the squirty cream? You know, when you put on cake and cover the pasta in squirty cream. Don't tell them why. Don't give it away. But has anyone ever done that? Also, if you have never done it, there's going to be a video coming up, and I will guarantee you will start doing it. I know that none of that makes any sense to you whatsoever. Nope. Well, a few videos time, Emma is going to blow your mind. We had a pasta dish while we were in Ireland, and it was by far the best pasta dish I have ever had in my life up until tonight.
Rita Relay's right on that. Right on it.
Yeah, there you go. But witnessing somebody cover your pasta in squirty cream was not something. I mean,
I didn't have any normal cream, which is what I was putting in. Didn't have it, so it needs must. And did it work?
Oh, honest to God, blew me away. It just. But what she put in this pasta, right? When you see it, because I made an executive decision tonight when we were eating our tea before we come live. I was like, right, whatever ingredients you've done there, you're going to go and buy it tomorrow, and we're adding it into this video because that meal you just made, honestly, it was Michelin star.
It wasn't. It was a scrappy.
Shut up.
Cooking
It was.
thing. It wasn't.
It was.
Look, we didn't have much time. What I wanted to make for tea and what we ended up making for tea was a lot of leftovers thrown in.
But there's something quite funny that happened as well, and it won't happen in the video. So, little Miss Careful here was opening the pasta to pour into the water.
Right. So I only had a cheap bag of pasta from Lidl or Aldi or whatever it was, but it was a cheap bag. So I opens it, fine, starts pouring the pasta in. The blinking bag split in my hands, and the whole bag went into the boiling hot water.
Not one of them little square bags of pasta that normal people buy. I'm talking like a big bag of pasta. I mean, we've still got half of it cooked over there, which Emma's going to use tomorrow, but it was hilarious because I just heard, "Ugh!" Yeah, she was on one way. It was a bit of a disaster.
Yeah.
Happy disaster though, because honestly, I've never had pasta like that tonight. Well, you got 2 high fives
I did.
and you got
A fist bump.
twice,
Yeah.
but I didn't clap. I am like a child. Normally, when she makes a tea, I do that when I finish. I clap, and it's like my way of saying thank you. Yeah, that was, you know, and I always say thank you. I always say it was lovely that, you know. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I had sausage, mash, and beans the other day. Do you know when you're enjoying something that much that you physically can't get it in your mouth quick enough because it's just that good, and then it runs out? That was the best tea I've had this week until that pasta.
So he had sausage, mash, and beans because he's a child. I had mash and loads of green veg because I'm the adult.
Oh, yeah. Of course. There's not. What's wrong with sausage, mash, and beans? Tell me.
Nothing, but you do eat like a child. I have to hide your vegetables and food.
No, you don't have to hide the vegetables at all. I mean, sausage, mash, and beans. What veg can you have with that?
Well, instead of having the beans, you could have had the green vegetable that I had.
But then it wouldn't be sausage, mash, and beans, would it?
No, but I could give you onion gravy on top.
Well, I'd have had onion gravy.
Not with beans.
Why are you confusing things?
Look, you like simple, like
People.
meal. No, you don't. You genuinely don't. No, he likes really simple, plain food.
Beans are
So-
1 of your 5 a day. Oh, hang on. Let's just take a step back here to beans, right? Because Emma she did make a lot of mash. I had 3 sausages. They were beautiful.
They were
Beautiful.
big sausages.
3 sausages. And have you seen them little tins of beans? Just a little one. They're about that big, right?
How big are they?
They're about that big. I'm going to hold my fingers there like that.
Have you just
No, I
extended
haven't.
them out?
I have not moved my fingers at all.
All right, Pop, send bread.
I'll keep my fingers there like that. That's not far off, is it really? Let's be honest. You've got air in there. So, right.
That's 1 of your 5 a day. It says there on
It's a
there.
little tin of beans, right? Little tin
There's
of
loads in that.
little tin of beans. So I'd finished me blah blah blah, and then Emma goes to the dogs. I've got you some sausages here. Made you some. I'd have had another sausage. I would. I would have had another sausage. Then she says to me, "You've had 3 mash and a full tin of beans." That is not a full tin of beans, is it? That is a kid's tin of beans.
You like kids' meals. Again, point in case.
But that
Hello, Malcolm.
that's a kid's tin of beans. Right, that's Sam. Would that feed you? Would it? Because I know it wouldn't. Sam will back me up here, and if he doesn't back me up, one of our moderators ban him. In fact, Sam should be a moderator. Yeah,
Come on.
they're enough maybe beans on around the toast, but you know, they're a little tin of beans. But
It's still a full can of beans. I did not lie. You had a full tin of beans.
Pop, come over here, love, because she's just chatting absolute rubbish. You sit here with me, and
You shut up.
We'll be in the sensible corner.
So we have got.
See,
What's
Sam
that?
was laughing at you there. Full tin of
What?
beans, my ass. He said, "He's just text me."
Yeah, whatever. Whatever, Samuel. I'm coming for you next.
Samuel.
Yeah. So I am coming for you next, Samuel.
Go on. You were saying something.
You had a full tin of beans, did I, or did I not lie?
We've gone past the beans now. That was like 10 minutes ago. Move on to something else.
You move on.
You went to the.
You were chatting one.
You went to the chat there to pick something out the chat. What were you looking at?
I can't remember now.
Goldfish.
Yeah. It's been a long week. Had to listen to you all week. What was I looking at?
Oh, Rita Relay said there, Sam's a naughty boy. There, just go down to, and just pick that comment out there. That one.
Yeah. And?
Just saying.
Saying what? You didn't say anything. You just had a stupid look on your face.
I've always got a stupid look on my face because I've got a stupid face.
Hello, trouble.
So there you go.
Come on.
Carl, that's a kid's portion.
Oh,
Or a posh hotel would serve them.
we ain't a posh hotel.
Not far from it, to be fair. Yeah, some of the stuff you come out with in the van is pretty posh. And I'm not just saying this because she's sitting right next to me and she does know where all the knives are. But obviously, we know a lot of people in vans, and I'm not saying some of them are bad cooks, and I'm not saying some of them can't cook, but some of them are bad cooks, and a lot of them can't cook. Emma can cook like really well in a van. I'd probably say Will is probably one of the only people I know that can cook properly in a van, and I've never seen anyone cooking. There might be 1 million people in here. Well, there's not. There's 97, but yeah, you can cook well in the van.
I have a philosophy on this, and we were talking about this before. When someone says they can't cook, it's pish posh. No such thing as you can't cook. It's you either enjoy cooking or you don't enjoy cooking. Everybody and anyone can cook. You used to cook when I first met you. You used to make some lovely meals. Don't know what happened to that.
But you don't have a dog and bark, do you?
Right. Next time you refer to me as a dog, because you've already been told off about it.
I'm not referring to you as a dog,
yeah,
but you don't.
Yeah, same analogy.
If
so do it again, and there will be repercussions.
You don't live with a bus driver and drive around yourself.
Do you mean you don't have a chauffeur and drive yourself?
Well, that's if you want to say chauffeur. Yeah, chauffeur.
We're going to end up scrapping at the end of this.
End of which?
Right, this.
It's a common thing people say. Why have a dog and bark yourself?
Yeah, and it's not.
Well, you wouldn't say, well,
why
why have a monkey and toss around the trees? Why have a snake and go?
You're just weird.
Why have a frog and Rebby?
And Revit.
Rebby. What?
You're just weird. There's something wrong with you.
Possibly, but there you go.
Dear.
I'm following Andrew McDonald says there, I'm following Mandy. Oh no, wrong one. Sorry. I'm following Mandy's tips, £1 meals. Emma does ding around one. Money is on Emma. Not a chance. He said worse in the garage before.
Yeah. I know.
Some people just can't take a joke.
No, you were talking about my weight. You're already on thin ice today.
Well,
so be very, very careful what you say next.
I'll just keep quiet then.
That never happens. That's a lie. Oh, look, Pinocchio. He's just going to be quiet out of spite now. So let's have a look. Neil, have you got a shovel? No. Oh, we actually do have a little one in the back. Why are you swearing at people? Right, so you've just sworn at me now as well. That's on the list.
She's annoyed because she's lost Boop Boop Hong Kong twice on the row. And she tried to be snitty.
Hold on. Who's lost last night? And the night before? I think you got that the wrong way round. You got that off.
I did lose, didn't I? You're going to have to explain what Boop Boop Hong Kong is. There needs to be some context here because people are thinking, sitting there going, what's Boop Boop Hong Kong? And why has Emma lost twice? So Is it since we've been in the van more?
No, it is since we've been in the van more.
Every night at 12 o'clock, it's been since we've been in the van. It used to be every day, well, but we'd forget. And then we'd have spells. But since we've been in the van, Boop Boop Hong Kong has been every single night. Bang on 12 o'clock. It's war.
Unless we're in company, and then we wait until the company's left.
No, because
Yeah, because remember when we were Paul, and we both waited. It was like 12:30. Got in the van, and then started.
So when 12 o'clock comes, we both. Well, show them what Boop Boop Hong Kong is.
So boop boop Hong Kong.
Right, that's the game. So at 12 o'clock every night, one of us has to get it before the other one.
I know, we're 3-year-olds.
It normally ends up in a wrestling match, which could only be described as two seals fighting over a grape. If you were to walk past our van at like 1 minute past 12, it would be rocking, right? But you wouldn't be hearing no sexy moans. It would be a pair of idiots screaming and laughing at each other. Yeah. And one of them's getting told, "You're using your head too much, you're cheating."
Right, because he gets his head and he pins you down with that big thing here. Do you know what I mean?
And she tried to get me last night, and as I was putting something in an overhead cupboard, and I felt the darkness come up on me and reach round. So I blocked her with my arm. I'm still trying to get the headphones in the cupboard, by the way. Blocked her with my arm. She come round with the other little stumpy budges, grabbed that one, still trying to get it. So I only had no option but to cover my nose because she couldn't get my arm down and get me headphones in the cupboard.
I still want.
It's ridiculous. Honestly, it is absolutely ridiculous. I think you're using that as a PG description.
Honestly, we're not.
It's the most childish thing you could ever imagine. Two grown adults in the 40s, one's nearly 50, could be doing in a van at 12 o'clock at night. It's ridiculous. And I will guarantee the people who know us and are around us, you will witness this one day and you'll be like, "That's Boop Boop Hong Kong." That's what they're doing.
It's been going on for a while.
I mean, to be fair, I think one day we're going to start a live stream at about 11:30 at night. And you can witness Boop Boop Hong Kong for it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So you probably did.
Oh dear.
You probably. I guarantee you, at some point in the bedroom, you did. You heard it.
Oh Jesus. Right. So who have we got here? When is your next adventure? Right. So we have some important things coming up. We have 3 weddings.
Yeah. All very close to each other, by the way.
Yeah. So the first one we've got
is on the East Coast.
Then we're back to Liverpool for your youngest daughter's wedding.
Well, it's more like Burton. Well, no, it's not Burton. It's
Cheshire.
It's in Cheshire.
Yeah. And then we are all the way up to Scotland.
To Fife. So we've got to go from the East Coast back down to Cheshire, then up to Fife. Right next to each other.
But we may spend a little bit of time in Scotland.
Yeah, we are thinking, because we haven't been to Scotland since the last time we were in Scotland. We should have been there a lot longer than we were, but obviously poppy out complications, and we had to come darting home from complications. And we are thinking of taking Doug up there because Doug does need some stuff doing to him. Hopefully next week we're going to be starting to do stuff on him, and then get him ship shape up and away, and get him to Scotland and give him a bit of a Gretna Green.
No, we won't be going to Gretna Green.
You have to book like real high in advance, don't you, to go to Gretna Green? If you want to get married in Gretna Green,
you can't just rock up anymore like you
Yeah.
used to be able to. I think there's rules and regulations now.
Sam's got his winter trip ferry booked. I know where you're going.
So do I.
Yeah, mile a man. It's actually booked. Good on you, mate. You need it. Honest to God, we were having a conversation with me and Sam have been speaking about this like over the past week. I just get random messages off Sam. I'm in work and it's shit. It's like fed up with this. It's like you've got to go and do it. I think you've got to, and I think Sam and Lisa, they're at that point because they've had a lot of stuff going on this year. And if you're not subscribed to Sam Crafty Blinders, please go and subscribe to him because he is a genuinely nice guy, and Lisa is a little diamond as well. But yeah, I think you've got to just go and do it. I think a lot of people, and I think when we were with Emily and Louise, we touched on this and we were talking about it. People wait until they're like retired, like. How old's retirement? 60s?
No, it's late 70s now, isn't it? They put the age up.
Yeah.
It used to be like 65, and I think it was 65 for women and 70 for men years ago. And then every couple of years, the age is creeping up. But a lot of people can't afford to retire until they're older anyway, this day and age. And it's only getting worse.
Yeah, it is.
So,
I'm not going to be one of these people. I'm not going to sit here and slate the government off because we'd be here for weeks. And we generally would be here for weeks, but they don't make it easier for people. And I don't think any country's government make it easy for people, not just England's. And I think people just wait. They wait too long. They wait till, and there's certain people that don't have to wait as well. They've got money in the bank. They own a home. They might have a motorhome. But they just. I think it's an old school train of thought where it's like you wait until you retire. And then you go and enjoy the 3 years you got left before you die. And it just seems to be, I think that the popular now seems to be like, do you know what? Let's just go out and do it. Life won't wait, and it won't. You know what I mean? It won't.
Just in response to this one, the Trolls Scotland that's not the wedding we're going to. No. If you're thinking that they're getting married or something like that, no. We've got two friends who we actually made friends with them at Camp Quirky.
Yeah, Nick and Jen.
Camp Quirky. So
Nicola and Jennifer. They were getting married.
Yes, so they've invited us to their wedding, so we are gonna go and make our way up there and see them.
I think Mr. Paul's going up there as well.
And Mr. Paul as well, yes, also invited. So
Mr. Paul must have been working like an absolute dog this week because he's been very look, semi-nomads. I'm retired and still work, and you don't stop working. By the way, Kevin Galloway was in Liverpool last week.
What? Yeah. Were you in Liverpool?
Yeah.
Last week?
Yeah.
Were you, Mr. Galloway?
Yeah.
When we were there?
Oh, no.
Oh. What?
Never said nothing. Mr. Galloway will explain. They were in Liverpool.
Liverpool, somewhere else?
Possibly.
Stop being an absolute whopper.
Why? I just said they were in Liverpool.
Carry on.
You carry on.
You carry on. You're winding me up today.
You're getting so... I'm going to smash your head in. Live.
Go on then.
I'm going to start boop boop honk honk early tonight.
It will not. Under the agreements put in place, it will not
Hang on.
count.
I signed no agreements.
We have a verbal agreement.
Do we?
Yes, which was witnessed by 4 puppers.
Liverpool, Nova Scotia.
Oh, well, that doesn't count.
Why? It's still Liverpool.
I thought it was in the same vicinity as us when we were there.
No, I never said that. You made that up in your own little twisted mind. You come up with that train of thought all on your own.
Talk to the people here, because I don't want to talk to you right now. Go on.
Long may that continue. So yeah, Nova Scotia. I did not know there was a Liverpool in Nova Scotia. Global warming levels jumped up. Oh, what's this? Global warming levels jumped up in the past few days. I'm not sure if it's a coincidence. I tell you what, we've had some good weather the last few days. And I think everywhere in the UK has had good weather, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was kind of like a verbal confirmation of you speaking to me then, wasn't it?
Mm.
That's another one. You're not doing very good on this, not speaking to me.
Don't touch me.
Why?
Because I told you not to. Get out of my personal dance space.
Well, dance.
This is my dance space. That is your dance space.
Oh, that.
It's your dance space.
Oh, I feel an argument brewing.
Oh, yeah.
Death by a child-sized tin of beans.
Death by Tim Whistle for you.
We were on a very, very important call last night with some not subscribers, some channels over in America, a couple of very, very important people, some channels in the millions. Me and Emma were talking to the person who was taking the meeting.
But when you got told off?
I can't remember what I said. But
You were derogatory towards me.
I was having a joke.
Yeah.
You do it all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all right. It's like a one-way street, this, isn't it? Go on, say it.
What?
Emma disappears and then comes back on this meeting that we're having and just blows the damn whistle right in my head. Like,
It was a very important meeting.
but I mean, they all know what we're like. You know, I mean, we've met these people when we've been in America. We know them. Some of them are very close friends of ours. We know them. That they're not. They know exactly what they're like, and yeah, it was just. It was quite funny because a lot of them, well, they were all American channels. There was only one other British guy in there, wasn't there? Yeah. They are all American channels. So their sense of humor, they just didn't get. They were kind of like, "Oh my god, have they got beef in the van there? Is it going off?" And it was funny to see the reaction because some of them were
people
like,
who properly knew us and have spoke to us properly, they were howling, laughing.
But some of the others were like, like on this Zoom call. Thunderstorm over the weekend. I will say, when we were down at Van Vibes Festival, there was can you seriously turn your engine on quieter? There was a thunderstorm went over at 1 a.m. in the morning.
They're driving away with their pop top up. I think maybe we're making too much noise. We've got our door open slightly.
Quite.
Yeah, so where we're parked up, it's only a limited space for people with motorhomes and vans and stuff like that. So
we are on a car park, by the way.
Yeah,
that is council run.
Council run car park.
But they do allow motorhomes to stay here.
Paid. So there is a van's just moved. I think we might be being a bit noisy, but it's quite warm and quite hot because of the global warming. So we've got one of the doors open, and we're not exactly quiet, are we?
No, what I mean,
Sorry.
It's not exactly late, as it's 9:15 at night. That might have been the reason.
They've drove off with the pop top on and they slammed the doors. I think that might be aimed at us. Sorry.
Oh well, never mind.
Whoops. But to be fair, They should have thought this out better.
I mean,
When
we
they-
did park next to them. I don't care. It's 9:15 at night. If you don't like it, don't have a pop top. And to be fair, if you can afford a T6 with a pop top, you can afford a Crafter or a Sprinter.
that is actually true.
It is true.
It
Go
is.
me.
I don't.
High five.
I think it was a T6, wasn't it?
I don't know. It was a small van.
I think it was a T6, and they're more expensive again, aren't they?
Maybe they're going to play Hong Kong Boop Boop, Sean says.
Maybe they might.
It only starts at 12 o'clock. See, I want you to do it, Sean, tonight at 12 o'clock, right? Don't give her any context. Don't let her know what's going on. Don't even explain nothing to her, right? Just walk up to Jordan, right? And just go, honk, honk, boop, boop. And don't say nothing. Okay? Don't say
I've got
nothing.
a feeling she'll punch your head in.
Just don't explain anything either. Like why you've done it, what the reason was. Just leave it at that. And then do it the next night. And just see.
Oh dear.
Are you bad people? Bless them.
Do you know, it's one of those things. If we have offended, don't mean to, because we're just chatting. Wham, as per normal.
I mean, to be fair, it's one couple in a van that's got a pop top and a T6. There's 111 people in here that are far more important than them.
True story.
So they can't say anymore. Really can't say anymore. But there was something we were going to talk about, wasn't there?
Was that?
Oh, I'm just going to warn you now. There's a power bank video coming soon.
Yes, there is.
There is. But you know us and power banks. When we get them, we do a video on, and 9 times out of 10, we give them away.
And that's exactly what we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason we're doing the video.
Yeah, that's why we're doing the video, is to give it away. So yeah,
we'll be getting given away in a
And
live stream.
we'll be giving away on the live stream as well. Free to whoever wins it, like the last one was, and like the one before that was.
And the one before that.
Yeah, probably.
So
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of come to this. I would love to do it with all the electric bikes you get asked, but the address we've got now, we kind of can't use it for massive items, can we?
No.
So it's kind of not fair. Plus, it means coming back, getting the bike, building the bike, talking about the bike, then packaging the bike up.
I'm just sick of bikes anyway. I'm sick of the sight of bikes.
Yeah.
No, we are. It's not one of Will's.
No, it's not one of Will's, but Will is collecting them now.
Yeah, Will's collecting them, but it's not one of Will's.
Will's on holiday right now. Where is he?
Sunnier climbs.
He is.
Yeah, sunnier climbs.
Living
sunburned.
Living his best life.
No, he's sunburned.
Is he
He's
sunburned?
badly sunburned, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I've not kept up with any of his stories on Instagram,
Yeah,
to be
he's
fair.
sunburned.
Is he?
So we might have to fit in like a midnight drive down there for when he gets back.
To slap
And
him
we
up
can
a
just
bit.
go.
Oh, I'd love that. I would genuinely love that.
So,
Yeah, Albania, that's where he is. Yeah, he's having the time of his life up there. Really is.
he is having a great time, which is nice because he's a good lad and he deserves it. And Evie's lovely. They need a nice.
Funny thing, when we went down to Will's last week, was it? Last week?
I can't remember.
Things are just
2 weeks ago,
gone.
because we missed a week on live streaming and we were there for the live stream.
Yeah, we were.
2 weeks ago.
Before we were
I will be
leaving,
back.
Will decided, I want to go and do something in the vans. Like, let's go out now. Let's go and have fish and chips or get a pizza or something like that in the van. So okay. So we'd finished doing the pipes in his flat, putting them all back together, getting rid of the smell. So he said, "There's a shop of chippy by ours. I'll go and get fish and chips. What do you want, or what we want?" And I don't know what it is about this chippy by Will's. Like, they do a box, right? And it's about that long.
It's a big. Do you know when you get like fish and chips in a box and it's a big box? It's one of those, isn't it? It's designed for fish and chips, with the big long fish.
Yeah, but it was just the chips in the box.
Yeah.
It was so the cartons, like the big like, what are they, like what were the cartons? I mean, like a polystyrene, aren't they?
Polystyrene
So you have the
carton.
bigger one, and then the one that you get like cheesy chips will be like a double bigger one. Right? The box that these were on was like 2 of them next to each other and half the size again. There was 3 boxes of chips. Honest to God, it had fed half of the southwest coast.
I think he did. He order 3 large chips because I had something different because I won't eat fish. So I had something different. So I think he'd ordered 3 large chips between like the 3 of you.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was just.
But then tiny pots of curry.
Oh yeah, the pots of.
Little tiny. Do you know like when you go to KFC and you get a small pot of gravy? That's what the curry was like.
And the mushy peas.
And Will had never had curry on chips before he come and met us. Had he?
Yeah.
We've now got him on curry and chips, which is
it's like a staple for
yeah. Captain Quinn sounds like a German chippy.
Honestly, but the sauce. Do you know when you go to like I don't know, like Chinese or what, or an Indian, and you get like the little like dips. They were them sizes, like the size of dips. We're literally collecting puppers right now.
We are.
Look at the size of your belly there.
Honestly, God, if you can see it down, well, you can kind of see it down. You can see the back end of a puppy.
Look at the size of this belly. I think I'm feeding you all too much.
So yeah, we got a couple of busy weeks coming up, and then hopefully in between that, get Doug sorted, go on a few adventures in Doug, and then the plan is not to be in the UK for Christmas, is it?
Yeah, we're gonna stay for November probably, but then we're heading out.
When's Halloween?
October.
Oh,
it's right, and we can't. I know what you're thinking, and we can't do what you want to do.
What, Romania?
Yeah.
No.
Exactly. That'll have to wait for another year.
We said this last year. Last year, at Halloween, we were meant to drive to Bram Castle in Alabama. What?
Romania.
Romania? Why did I say Alabama?
I don't know. Listen, whatever goes on in there, we leave it in there because it's quite freaky most of the time. So don't ask me what goes on in there because, don't want to get lost in the maze. Got enough weirdness going on in here.
Have you quite finished?
Mm.
She's totally right, by the way. Yeah, we were meant to go to Bram Castle last year, and that was the big plan, wasn't it?
Yes.
And then it was, we can't do it. Stuff's happened. Blah, blah, blah. We'll go next year. Next year's now here. And
stuff's happened again.
Stuff's happened again. But, it's important stuff. People are getting married. You've got to go and, we're actually going to a wedding next weekend. And we're going to it. It's not a YouTube wedding, but they're on YouTube. I'm not telling you who they are because they're quite big, very popular, absolutely beautiful people.
Oh, I need to get an outfit for that.
The young man is punching way, way, way above his weight. That's how much. That's what I'll say. That much. Yeah.
Well, I think they're perfectly matched.
Oh, they are. But he's still punching above his weight. And you are hiding in the background. We see you on our back end. So yeah, we've got that to do, which will be it'll be nice. And there's quite a few people that we know going up there as well because they've hired a place for van people to go to, which I think is a proper nice little touch. And that should be good. What's going on here? Hang on, Oreo the Shih Tzu. When was Oreo the Shih Tzu? Oreo the Shih Tzu Vanlife?
I don't know. I think that's a new.
Is this a new? Is it Oreo? Is this a new thing?
What? 1 woof for yes, 2 woofs for no. Woof, woof. Oreo. There's a Shih Tzu.
What's the other one called?
Don't. Oreo and I was only with her the other week.
I can never remember your dog's other name. Your other dog's name. Millie, Marge,
No,
Mandy,
no. Stop saying
Molly, Polly, Poppy, Karen, Jane, Woof Woof.
Woof. No. So 1 for yes, 2 for no. Winnie.
You said that just as I come up there on screen. Shouldn't it really be Oreo and Winnie the Shih Tzus? Or Vanlife shits?
I think Oreo's the boss. Although I think Winnie would like
Really?
to. I think Winnie would like to think she is, but I think Oreo is the boss in that dynamic. So
Yeah.
mm,
Not
like-
Nige.
no, Oreo's the boss,
Oreo's the boss.
not Winnie.
That's fair enough.
So
Someone mentioned a thunderstorm before. When we were down at what was it called?
Van Vibes.
That's the one. Van Vibes. See, goldfish. When we were down at Van Vibes, there was a proper thunderstorm, and we don't get them up in Liverpool, do we? We don't get. We've had one thunderstorm I can remember. Maybe
It's outside my old house.
Yeah. Well,
That was
like
epic.
one proper thunderstorm, and it happened down south when we were down there, and whoa, it was a bloody good one. But
It was a good one.
We do love a thunderstorm, don't we?
Yes. Like if you're in the van, wind your windows down, let it all come right the way through the van and echo through. Obviously not so much now we've got the dogs, so we got out of the van and closed the doors and stood and watched it
We were
in our dressing gowns.
At 1 o'clock in the morning. I've actually got the GoPro footage of it. Well, he must have caught some card.
Yay.
See you Monday, young man.
Have fun.
And don't forget, if you do want fly screens for your van, WebNet fly screens, they're the people you want to see. There is other people out there that do them. There's a shit. WebNet's the way you need to go.
I saw something else. Where's it gone? Right. Guys, a couple on this here YouTube reckons there's nowhere to wild camp in Norfolk. Will you prove them wrong? I actually watched their video today. Well, part of it, not all of it. But we've got no plans at the moment to go anywhere near Norfolk, have we?
No.
As pretty as it looks.
It does look stunning.
It's just that because of weddings and then the amount of work that needs doing on Doug at the moment, he is in a...
We're actually quite unsure of what really... We know we need to fiberglass the roof, or the roof edges, the seams on the roof. They need doing. We've got the fiberglass, we've got all the stuff there to do it. We just need to get it done. Then he'll probably need a touching up with the paint. Then we've got to tackle the inside bits where it's leaked on the bits that we've done in the first place. But the beauty about that is that we've already done it. So to rip it back out again will be pretty easy.
It's just the time it takes. And there was damp and mold in there when we were leaving.
Yeah, we'll tackle it.
So and that just escalates.
But the first thing we need to do is get rid of that. The leak.
Yeah, that's...
Get rid of where the water's coming in. So it's the water's coming in. I mean, he's an old boy. So, and the way they were built and the way them motorhomes were designed was, honest to God, I've seen better Lego cars. It was just horrible, innit? Just a bad design with that bead that goes around the top. Just crap.
And he is made out of cardboard and cheese.
He is.
So,
but we've got 10 square meters of fiberglass.
I think we actually might have a little bit more. I think I might have bought spare.
So we will probably be selling about 7 square meters of fiberglass once we've finished, because we're not going to use 10. And we've got enough hardener and resin to probably go over the whole van. We could probably redo the whole of Doug and make him last a lifetime.
Oh, could we paper mache it?
That would be hilarious. Yes, we could, but no, we're not at all. So yeah, get him done, and then
Dream Stealer.
and then go somewhere. I'm saying we're going somewhere in Dublin. We might not even go somewhere in Dublin. We're kind of settled in here now.
Yeah, it's mad because since we've been back, like people have offered for us to stay with them, this, that, and the other, and we're just so settled in our own space now. It's weird. It feels weird when someone asks you if you want to stay at theirs and stuff like that, doesn't it? It's like
What's that above your head?
the projector.
It's a projector.
What's
That is the wireless projector that we spoke about in previous videos. That a lot of people go, "Oh, YouTubers get these things and then they put them on eBay." We don't. We got to keep them all, give them to people.
True.
That is that. Honestly, God, that is a belter projector. We love it, don't we? It is really good. So that's what that is. Thunder Thursday, they called it. I hope we get thunder. I don't even know. Let's have a wee Googles. Where are we? Let's have a look. Weather. I mean, thunder would be great. I don't think it will be thunder because we had Emma took a couple of photos of. Nah, no, just clear skies. Friday, sunny. Saturday, sunny. Sunday, sunny.
Where we are.
Yeah. Monday, rain.
See, maybe in between the Sunday and the Monday, from going from sunny and, but then we're moving again on the Monday, aren't we?
Yeah.
Or we're moving on the Sunday?
No, the Monday.
That's to be decided.
Yeah. It's crazy. Who's just what?
I think I've just seen Freebird UK Vanlife. Hello. Sunday evening. 30 days reviews. Hello.
Are you back on the boat from the UK? We are back in the UK. Yes. We've been back for a little bit now. But we are back. Evening, Justin. How's the leaky diesel? Well, again, if you've been following the island trips, you know we've had a leak.
And if your name's Sam, you especially know we've had a leak because when you've been getting WhatsApp messages, and when Lisa's been getting WhatsApp messages, you've just been getting harassed by a Neil.
Yeah. No, we still can't find the actual leak. Which I think, as annoying as it is, we had a mechanic in Ireland look at it, a YouTuber who does mechanics. We never put on, but he came and he looked at it and he was like, I don't even know where it's not the high pressure side of things, because otherwise when you rev up, you would see it squirting or that. We were in with Sean the other day. He cleaned it all off with the blower, got it all bone dry, but couldn't source where the leak's coming from, because there's no drip. You can't see any diesel welling up anywhere. It just seems to bloody appear, doesn't it? And we don't know where it's appearing from.
Yeah, but it only appears when there's rain.
No, I mean on like top of the engine.
Oh yeah. Is it there now?
Yeah, we've got a couple of dots. Yeah. So it's
what was tightened the other day? Then that's not.
No, well that was kind of like, Sean got a couple of turns or on one of the high pressure pipes, and that's ruled that out. So the next thing to tackle will be the pipes that go into the top of the injectors, which will be the return pipes. One of them may be leaking from one of them. Change that pipe. Then if it's not that pipe, then it's take all the injectors out and then reseal them. So obviously get the new seals and reseal them. It's one of them. It's like you've got to try one thing, which we done what Sean done the other day, and then try the next thing. But it's like, it's so annoying, isn't it? It's like, I think it was annoying, sure, because we thought we'd found it. He took a pipe off of one of the return pipes off the injectors, and he was like, oh, that's oh no, it's not that. And he was blowing on it and had the airline through it, and there was no, it had been rubbing on something, but there was no hole in it, so it definitely wasn't that. It's that's one of those things. Is the van outside your old house for sale? Nope, it's not. That's Doug. Doug will be he will be gone next week.
Yeah, he's getting moved
He's
next
getting
week.
moved. I guarantee it's that pipe. So you think it's the pipe that? So you know when Sean took the pipe off, I know one of the it's the one that goes in the top of the injectors, and then there's like a little tab on the top that pushes down. I know he said one of them felt a bit funny, like it the others like clipped in, and then there's one that sort of it went down, but it didn't feel like it clipped in, sort of thing. So yeah, we just kind of what Sean says makes sense. It's like, try this, then if that doesn't work, we'll try that. Then if that doesn't work, we'll try that. It's yeah, it's just so annoying. Really is so annoying. If you know what the pipe's called, Sam, or you have a part number, let me know, because I meant to say to Sean today when we were in there getting things checked over. Give us the name of that pipe, and I'll order one. But I completely forgot. I don't know whether Sean's still here now. So, isn't Will supposed to be marrying you? He isn't he?
We said we get married when Will got ordained.
Yeah.
Now, Will, even though we've been told twice by me what ordained means, still doesn't know what ordained means. So, it'll be a while, folks.
I think we've kind of got Evie on the case as well now, haven't we?
Oh, yeah, because we're on her team.
Mm.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's Team Evie now. Finally, when it got hot, I'd have placed the OEM. Placed the OEM and cured the diesel return line. What's the pipe called? Do you know what the pipe? It's the one that clips into the injectors. You know which pipe I mean, but what's it called? Because I don't know what it's called. Because that's an easy pipe to replace. So it literally pushes in one end, plugs in, pushes in the other end.
Order you and your pipes. How are the puppers? Pickle is not too good today. He's had a bit of an ordeal.
Not happy.
He's had a massive needle in his back. So he is feeling a bit sorry for himself. He's been sat on my lap most of the afternoon, feeling sorry for himself.
Oh, being a nightmare.
Raven is
a nightmare.
Massive now. Absolutely huge, aren't you? Hey? And she's quicker than everyone else now.
This dog,
she's
honestly,
literally quicker than everyone else.
Never seen anything this small run as fast as she does.
We had them on some grass, like this big. While you were fiddling around and fixing with the van today, I had these 4 out, and Poppy's ball mad, whereas the others aren't so much. But today they were all legging it in a line after the ball, and she was just outrunning a lot of them.
She's so quick now, but
she's got longer legs.
Yeah, she has got, for a dash hound, she's got really long legs. And it's quite funny because we see, you see people walking dash hounds, and every other dash hound we see,
it's got little tiny diddies.
Oh, the legs are like little.
And they're really low to the ground.
Yeah, proper little dots. I mean, ours are quite long-legged, but this one.
I think Pickle's dad was a standard, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But his mum was a mini, so she'll be in between. There's different sizes you can get of them. You can get like the standard, which are massive. Then there's what do they call them? The tweens? The tweens in between. And then there's the miniatures. So Dolly's miniature, but I think she's possibly gonna be a tween.
Yeah, she's definitely a quick one. We know that much. And someone actually thought the other day she was a mini pincer.
Someone's called her a mini Doberman as well. Remember?
I think it is because of her legs, because she's quite tall. You don't automatically think dash hound. But yeah, she can't have that. Say that for nothing. She really goes like the clappers, doesn't she?
Just to answer your question as well, he had a chemical castration. That's why he needed the needle. It's for 12 months because he's still for him and for the breed, he's still too young to have done. And we've got 2 girls in season, so we're not having pups.
And if anyone is thinking of getting the male dog chemically castrated, I'd recommend it, wouldn't you? It does work.
It depends on your dog, to be honest with you. So if your dog's clingy, needy, like ours is, it can actually make them worse. But luckily for us, it's actually calmed him down, hasn't it? Slightly.
But just be warned, the needle is about the same size as a straw.
It's horrible.
It's
absolutely horrible. It's
Yeah.
not, and it does need doing either every, if you go the 6 months or the 12 months route. But we went for the 12 months, obviously, because we've got Raven here, and I know even though he's a dad, when it comes to the time, he will not care.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's had that, he's just not even interested whatsoever. So that's because she's too young to have anything done.
Yeah,
as
she
well.
can't have that. But yeah, it does work. It does work on him, and it's actually calmed him down a little bit.
It has.
Yeah.
But again, he's not 2 yet. So his hormones are still all over the place anyway. So by the time that's worn off, we will be able to get him done.
No. You would not dare light a match in this van in the morning. Really wouldn't. That's I know I wouldn't anyway. Not with my behind. Definitely not. Had a doodle done and I calmed him down for about 10 months. Like Emma said, it depends on the breed. Our vet said no, don't do it. And if you are thinking of doing it, because we didn't even know chemical castration was a thing, did we?
I'd heard of it, but I didn't really look into it because we were looking at the options for Pickle. But when we took him to our vet with miniature dachshunds, it can actually aggravate the IVDD earlier, and it can also bring on cancer. That's what David was saying, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And to be fair, our vet, they're actually foremost, they're a fertility clinic above anything else. That is what they specialize in. So the fact that he went out of his way to tell us stuff about the problems with our breed in particular, that just solidified it for us, didn't it? Because we want him to have the best quality of life he can have, because he's already got wonky legs.
He's got
proper little wonky legs, and they don't hurt him, because we got that checked as well, didn't we?
A lot of dachshunds, you look at them and a lot of them will have
Queen Anne feet,
straight legs like hair, but some of them
got double elbows.
Yeah, double elbows, so the legs will go like a zigzag. Also, just the chemical castration is only temporary. You get, it's like they inject it in and it releases a chemical over time, which basically his balls just go like his testicles just completely shrink. And you can get a 6-month one or a 12-month one. So we had the 6 month. Now we got the 12-month one. So he's good to go for a while, isn't he?
Well, once that's kicked in, but I think there's, like I say, there was like a month in between, but we don't think it's fully worn off.
No, not at all.
So...
I mean, he's not had the best of days, the poor lad.
No, he's proper feeling sorry for himself today. He was out playing straight away afterwards.
Like the Lion King.
Simba.
Oh.
Yeah, she's just
dead to the world, this one. Literally looks like roadkill here.
Oh, is he moving you about?
Hi. Come back and sleep. Come on. You need to go in your bed. Say hello to everybody. Say hello, everybody.
So someone's asking how to get rid of yellow on headlights.
Ooh, right. So there is a kit you can buy. And it does actually work because we done it on the Mini. Remember?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, there's a kit you can buy, and we only got a cheap one off eBay. And it's like a tea cut. So you put the tea cut on the light, and then you have like a pad that goes and you just
Come on.
you drill. When you work it in, and then you have another one with another cream, and you basically buffer it up. And it did work really
Someone
well.
else in the comments there said they use toothpaste and elbow grease.
Yeah, I have
on
heard that.
this.
Yeah, so it's just like a T-cut for headlights. So you can buy the kits on eBay and Amazon really cheap. And it does work. Like, it genuinely does work. Headlights have to be yellow in France, do they? I mean, I'm asking you like you know, and I know you don't know, so why I'm asking you?
No, but you know what I do know?
What?
You can't necessarily.
Hang on.
Do we trust him?
Emmerdale must be over.
I'm telling you.
Or is it Corrie?
I think it's both, isn't it? Doesn't he go
Has
through
he been watching like the
Annie
repeats
Stenders
and repeats of Prisoner Cell Block H and things like
I
that?
don't know. I'm a scar athlete from crying
WD-40.
before.
Did you know that the WD-40 was actually made by a guy from the AA or the RAC?
Let's hope it was the AA, not the RAC, because we don't like the
It
RAC.
was one of them. Someone from a recovery company made the not anymore in France. So apparently headlights don't have to be yellow anymore in France. Where was it? Oh, where are we? WD-40 doesn't work. So they are David. You're wrong. But yeah, WD-40 was made by a guy in
Raven?
in the UK, and it's amazing that people use it as an oil. It's not an oil. I know 90% of you all know this. WD-40 is not an oil. It disperses water. That's why they used to use it in the old contacts when your car went through a puddle.
Thank you.
Yeah, you'd spray it on.
Thank you.
So yeah, I don't know the ins and outs of the. I know you have to have the headlight thing on, don't you, where it directs your beam another way.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair,
and a triangle and a little thing on the back.
Anna, France, you need a
It's for a lot of places in Europe.
What, an alcohol detector?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. You're best just having the kit with your high visors, everything else like that.
Yeah, you can buy them from that place that shall not be named, called Halfords.
You can also get them online.
Can you? Yeah.
Halfords
don't sell them anymore. You got to get them from Amazon. But yeah, you need it. Yeah, and I know one thing you do need in France is a breathalyzer.
Do you know what I found out this week about Italy?
No.
So LPG.
Yeah.
They've got loads of places that sell LPG. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like loads of them. But when you actually pull up at them, it's actually illegal for them to sell the LPG for what we'd be using it for. So for cooking and stuff like that.
That is not just Italy.
Yeah, so
Shell garages in the UK, the ones who do sell LPG, can't be for. They have to be for motorising the vehicle and not cooking in the vehicle.
Yeah, all to do with the tax, because it's charged differently.
Well, that garage in Liverpool, we topped up at once. We got told off because we were using it for cooking and not for the engine, because it got stuck. Literally, we pulled into a garage in Aintree, by the Park Hotel, plugged in the LPG, turned the thing, and I don't know if any of you got refillable LPG. It's a bit of a faff. So plugged it in, turned the thing, pressed the button, fill the can up, and then when you take it off, it goes like psh, makes this cloud of smoke and a big puff. Ours didn't come off. Like it literally, it went pff, big cloud of smoke, which then turned into a bigger cloud of smoke, didn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't good.
And it looked like, I don't know, it looked like a nuclear bomb had gone off. There was just clouds of smoke everywhere. And the actual, and don't forget, this is high pressure LPG coming out, which is cold, you know, and it will freeze your hand, and the actual gun wouldn't come off.
That was a couple of years ago, though, wasn't it?
It was. That wasn't a good experience, that. And it's always left me with one of those things where, yeah, every time we've gone and filled up with LPG, I'm like, oh, please don't be a nightmare. Please don't be a nightmare, because it was a nightmare, wasn't it? And the guy in the garage blamed us because we were using it for cooking. It was our fault. It wasn't our fault. It was their fault, because no one had been maintaining the nozzle. So now any time we go to fill up the LPG, what do?
I don't know.
We spray it with WD-40.
Uh.
Give it a good clean. Give it a good clean inside the hole, round the hole. Give it a good clean, and whack a load of WD-40 in it. So I don't actually know whether that's a good thing or not, to be honest, because it is high pressure and it's cold. Would it freeze the WD-40? I've never thought of that. But it works, doesn't it?
Until it doesn't.
Don't say that, because I don't like doing it. It was absolutely, it sounds scary. It was, how much smoke was there?
It was. We literally had to dart away from the van. It was one of those moments where you kind of.
We both shit ourselves.
Yeah, like when you get that look of horror and you leg it.
Because you've got clouds.
I don't think we've ever ran.
No, you've got clouds of like gas, basically LPG, like bellowing out everywhere. I runs in the garage. I'm like, hit your off switch, and he's like, we can't. I'm like, what do you mean you can't? It's like, stop the gas from coming off. He said, no, we can't, because the minute we hit the switch, it automatically sends the fire brigade out. And I'm like, mate, this whole place is about to go up in flames if you don't hit that switch. And he refused to hit it. He was like, no, you shouldn't be filled up. Like, mate, there's clouds of smoke going everywhere. So I can't even remember what I'd done. I got it off somehow, didn't I?
It was a good 20 minutes later after things had calmed down, but he was about as useful as a chocolate teapot on a hot stove.
He just didn't want to press the button because the fire brigade had come out. Then he would have to explain to the fire brigade what had gone on. Don't know. Not my monkey, not my circus. But it was, that was
It was a hair-raising moment, to say the least.
Because you were just waiting for someone to go past and do that with a cigarette. You know what I mean? And then next thing, kaboom! And I've been on chemical courses when I was doing wagons and explosive courses. And when a garage goes up, it's called a blevy. And if you just Google blevy explosion,
or don't, you don't want to see it.
You would be very surprised on how much of an area, if a garage was to ever explode or the tanks were to actually blow up, how much of an area covered. It's actually quite shocking. Really is. And that's all I had going on in my mind. I was like, if this gas goes, next thing are going to be the petrol tank. Oh, not even worth going there. So always had a problem with that. That's going to be interesting in Europe, because we've got all the, obviously Europe as well, when you go to LPG, they've got all the different connections. We've got the same ones Camper Vibe have got, because Louise gave me the link for them ages ago. So we've got them, but it's like you put that nozzle on your nozzle and you put their nozzle on. I'm not looking forward to it. We do have the
induction cut top as well.
Yeah.
So maybe it might be worth throwing that in the boot.
It might be. Also, we've upgraded something this week.
Have we?
The Orion.
Oh, yeah.
We got Mr. Paul, and we don't get to say this much, but Mr. Paul bought 2 of the new Orion XSs, or XL, or XS, which is the 50 amp Orion. If you remember the old 30 amp Orions, they were, how big were they? They were massive, weren't they?
It's treble the size of the new one.
Yeah, the new one is like this big, and it's about that thick. There's no heat shield on the back. There's no heat and it doesn't even get warm, but it still manages about 50 amps. Well, we were getting 635 watts into the batteries off the alternator, more than what we were getting off 2 single Orions. So we will be doing a video on it, because we've got an electrical video to do about electrical safety and stuff. So we'll be getting added into that. But yeah, so surprised. When I pulled out the box, I was like, what's this? In fact, I've got a picture of what the old one looks like compared to the new one. And I know the new one is not cheap, but it's kind of like we need to get more power in the battery. So This is we had 2 of the old ones. We've still
Doesn't
got
really
one in.
show the difference. That.
Yeah, but you can
Okay.
tell off that, can't you?
Mm.
So you can tell off that picture. What camera? Oh, I'm not on that camera, are we? You can tell off this picture, like the size of the new one, which is on the bottom, compared to the oh, stop it! Compared to the old one on the top. So much. There's no heat. There's no heat shield on the back. There we go.
I think they've seen it now.
You think?
Yeah.
So we will be doing a video on that. But that's been a mega upgrade, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Because obviously we're going into winter, and
Less sun.
Less sun. So
Less sun, less heat.
yeah, definitely recommend them.
Oh.
And yeah, we did go to 12 Up Planet and get it off them. So yeah, definitely recommend going and buying it from them because they're just nice people, and we've had plenty of stuff off them in the past, and they've never done us wrong anyway. So
Oh, the customer service is really good as well, actually.
yeah, it's just
If
nice
you,
people.
If you actually, even if you're in the market looking for something, they'll steer you towards what you actually want instead of trying to push. They'll sit that. Look, I don't know that Craig's not there anymore, is he? But
No.
Craig was really good at helping people actually find out what they wanted for for their needs.
Yeah, they'll boil it down to what you need rather than what you want, because what you want may be like 10 times more expensive than what you need. They're not there to try and rip money off you, and they give advice as well. They do give a lot of. You don't have to even go and buy it off them. They will give you the advice and then go, we sell them if you want to buy them. If not, good luck.
Griffo Griff, if you're dropping off, bye.
Hello, Griffo Griff.
So dropping off.
Dropping off. I think we should drop off as well.
Yeah, what time is it?
I don't know. It's 27 minutes past 9.
It is 27 minutes past 9.
We've already upset the neighbours. We need to turn the van round because we're on a slope that way.
Oh, you can't sleep like that, can you?
No. I can't sleep with my head lower than my feet. So if we're like that and my head's here, I can't sleep. I've got to sleep either flat or head up, feet down.
Whereas I can sleep on gravel.
You could sleep in an upside down hammock, you.
Yeah, but saying that, you go asleep before me every single night. I'm still awake for a couple of hours after you. So.
Not last night, you were.
Yes, I was.
Was you?
Yes, you were
sure?
snoring your head off.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't snore.
Because I watched Grey's Anatomy. True story. Didn't even put me... Because you had your... Neil likes a podcast, don't you?
Yeah.
So we had Mysterious Universe on.
Which I've listened to now for probably about...
10, 11 years?
No, longer than that.
Well, anyway, we digress. So we had that blaring out, didn't even have his headphones on, bit rude. Then next minute it was just snores over and then little kicks. Because when Neil gets really, really tired, he tremors and boots me while he's asleep. So yeah, I wasn't asleep before you. So then that's why I wake up after you, because I'm monitoring your breathing for a while.
No, Emma does not need to take me snoring at all. Because 2 can play at that game, can't they?
I only do that when my sinuses are bad.
Oh, well, they must be bad every night.
Oh, okay, whatever.
You do snore. I think everyone snores. Depending on how they sleep.
And Neil actually has a serious issue with his breathing when he sleeps. So me, personally, I tend to just kind of stay awake a little bit to see if he's breathing in a really ultra heavy way, because if he is, I'll move him, because otherwise you kind of end up with your throat swollen and you can't breathe.
Yeah, I get a thing called uvulitis, which is the dangly thing at the back of your throat, and it swells up, and sometimes it's like as big as my thumb. Not nice if you've ever had it or you do suffer with it. Yeah, it's horrendous. Yes, Captain Quinn, the Mysterious Mysterious Universe podcast. I've been listening to that now. I would like to say 20 years. It won't be far off that, and it really won't be far off that at all. and I've been a Plus member for, I can't even remember how long. But yeah, the Mysterious Universe podcast is brilliant. I love it. Rita Relay, Jenny sleeps ninja issue, and I was a CPAP, and it's better. She has obstructive sleep apnea, which is
I think that's what
probably
you've got.
what I've got, to be honest. Never been tested for it. I know a friend of mine, Taz. He was having issues sleeping, and it was quite shocking actually. He went for a sleep apnea test, and he said, obviously there's different levels. So you stop breathing like 10 times a minute. That's like, say, yellow. If you're like 20, 30 times, that's orange. Anything over like 50 is red. His, off the top of my head, I've got 72 times a minute. He was stopping breathing. It was ridiculous. And he were like, he now has a CPAP machine. But he was, I think it's sleep apnea. Because sometimes when I get a real good night's sleep, I'm absolutely wiped out the day after. Well, like, and that is one of the signs. No matter how much sleep you get, or you thought you've got, you're not asleep. It also, you can also, it stops you from losing weight. It gives you all sorts. A lack of sleep can kill you. Like, it is one of the most important things ever. If you ever want to scare yourself, go and get a podcast by it's an audio book, and it's called Why We Sleep. It's by some doctor. It's called Why We Sleep. You will literally scare yourself to sleep because it is terrifying, like what sleep actually does for your body. Like, even the likes of cancer, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease, they're all linked to sleep. It's mad. It's absolutely crazy. This brain doctor done a study on it. He's still doing it now.
Yeah, so Neil actually listened to this podcast. Bear in mind he struggles with his sleep. What happened for the next month? Neil didn't sleep properly. Kept me awake.
Honest to God, it's terrifying.
Continuously.
Absolutely terrifying. When you put it one way, I mean, America is a big country, right? It's a big country. There is more deaths on the road caused by a lack of sleep than there is by people driving drunk or under the influence of drugs. Sleep is it's a higher cause of deaths on the road in America. And that was like, that totally blew me away. Like, it really, but I'm trying to find the book now. Because someone might be interested. It is a really good book. I keep wanting to get Emma to read it, but
you bought it me. I read it. I actually physically read it.
It's by Matthew Walker. Why We Sleep. Now, if anyone is interested, Matthew Walker. It's not gonna work, is it? Why We Sleep. Yeah, that's the one. It's blew me away, and it's really, really good. And that, I got that off Mysterious Universe podcast because they were talking about it, and they were like, "Look, if you want to scare yourself to sleep, listen to that book."
But you didn't. You scared yourself awake, and then kept me awake in the process.
There we go. Now, Captain Quinn, you and me both. Restless leg.
Oh, you're terrible with it.
I am
absolutely
awful.
Terrible with it. Beat me with it all the time.
When I'm there we go. Carl, Tracy will love that. Honest to God, it's really good. Just get it on Audible and listen to it.
Audible books are good because you can fall asleep to them.
As we both say, when I'm tired, I twitch, and it's always my legs, isn't it?
Mostly your legs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes a fist or an arm goes out as well, okay, depending on how badly tired he is.
It's like I'm having a spasm in bed. I'm like
He has actually grabbed me and kneed me before now.
I wasn't asleep then.
You were. Because I slapped you several times to wake you up first to check. You were asleep. Oh, the whole clan's waking up just as we're getting ready to go.
Hey, all right, boy. Come on.
The boy has...
You can come and say goodbye to everyone since you've been a brave one. Come on.
You've been a good boy today.
Come
Come on.
There he is. There he is. Our little Pickle. With the little tender trickle.
Hey, boy.
You all right? Yeah.
Where's Doll
So
Dolls?
look at his legs. You'll see one elbow, two elbows. He's got proper wonky donkey legs.
I think they're called Queen Anne feet.
Are they?
Yeah, he's got Queen Anne feet. But
So right.
just be careful.
I know it's there.
I know.
I'm on
Be
here.
careful with them.
It's all right. Be a brave lad.
You've been a good boy today. Yeah.
Right, we're going to go. Emma needs to edit the video for tomorrow. Oh. Not hopefully tomorrow's video. It will be because I'll get it done. We'll finish it off by tomorrow.
Which one?
The one you're doing?
Oh, the one I'm doing?
Yeah. We'll finish that off.
Oh, it's going to be mega boring.
It's just us doing stuff in the van. It's one
It's
of them
a
days.
mega boring video.
It's one of them days where we just like shit happens and things break and we have spillages and so we'll apologize for it now. But some people might like it. But the one after that, I think we all know I like a drone, and I like putting drones up where drones are not meant to go. I do. We actually went to, what was it called?
Pickle?
No, the place.
Glenloch.
Where?
Glenloch.
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 Went to this loch, and I got up at it was very early.
5 a.m.
Very early to get drone footage. I edited the drone footage last night. Got the right music for it. Got to chop all the bits up, put all the different music in with it. I will say it's the best drone footage to music I have ever done. To the point where we sat there last night and watched it, and
We got the full clip.
it was quite emotional watching it, wasn't it?
It was worth you getting up at 5 a.m. in the morning to go and get that footage because it was just, I mean, maybe we were emotional because we were there, but it got both of us last night while we were watching
Putting it to music and getting the right music, and
Say hello.
I literally had to use 2 different tracks, like
Make his own.
make my own music out of the music that we got. But
Every dog.
honestly, it is just unreal. Like, it really is. I'd say I'd like to show you now, but I'm not going to.
No.
Because you'll shout.
I will shout.
And it's 9:30. It's time to go.
It is past my bedtime today. We've been up since early today.
We have. So, right, say goodbye to these lovely people. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for continually supporting our stupid madness. And it's time to get these out for a wee.
I know.
And play
They all
with some
need-
videos.
Yes.
Yes, they will do it. We're hopefully going to go into a 2-video schedule we're catching up.
I'm going to let you have your dad's biscuit because you've been such a good boy today. Go on. Here you go.
And on that note, we are going. So, good night, everybody. Thank you very much. Whatever you do, do it well. And
Goodbye.
just be nice. Because,
Yes.
Why not? Love you.
Mm.
Just so.